Hey guys, it's Gina. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day wherever you are. And for today's video, if you're someone who's like me and loves makeup, because it's a hobby, it's your passion, you accumulate a lot of certain things and you have some makeup items that you don't have a lot of. Like for me, I have more than the average person, but I don't have a lot of like foundations and like powders. But the one thing I do have a lot of, other than highlighters, you all know I have a lot of highlighters, is eyeshadow palettes. In my makeup drawer, I have 2 drawers that are filled with just eyeshadow palettes and single shadows from like ColourPop. So I have a lot. So that means that every time I get new ones, like some of the ones from ColourPop, like the mini ones, I then go through my eyeshadow palette drawers and I declutter them. So that is what this video is going to be today. I like decluttering videos. I don't have a lot of eyeshadow palettes, but I'm going to show you why. I'm going to show you what I'm getting rid of and why I'm getting rid of it. And they're not just like getting tossed. Just let you know, they're going to my friend's taking a couple of them. My grandma's taking some. 2 are going to my mom. Like my mom uses my stuff anyway, but like these 2 are actually going into her collection. So let's get right on into the video because I don't know how long it's going to be. But of course, I get ahead of myself. And if you're new here, hello, I'm Gina. And my social medias are linked in the description bar down below. If you wanted, the one I would suggest you guys all following is my Instagram because I post on my stories, like for video ideas, polls for videos. So let me know what you guys want me to do on Instagram. That's always what I do. You guys can send me DMs for like videos of what I should do and stuff like that. Also, subscribe and join the fam. We would love to have you. I would love for my family to grow on here as well. Also, if you guys think of anything in the comment section down below, what I gotta call you guys, let me know because I want to call you, like, you guys something other than just my family, like have like a name. So I think that would be cool. So then let's get right on into the video. So I'm first going to start off with 2 of these Smashbox palettes. Now these are the Smashbox. The one is Draw In Decked Out. They both are. This is the Ablaze eye palette and this is the Sultry eye palette. So this one is more of this type of tones. It's just more like a smoky eye look. You have, of course, this is a brown, not a black, and then you have your reds, your grays, a shimmer shade, and then your base shade, and then 2 like plain shade and a shimmer shade right here. This shade I was using for highlighter a lot. I really liked it for that, but this also has like a holographic, or a hologram, not holographic, a hologram type of packaging. And the reason why I am not keeping this in my collection anymore, because this is honestly perfect for traveling, if I'm being honest, but the reason why I'm not keeping this in my collection anymore is because I have all these colors in other palettes that I love more, like Jeffree palettes and ColourPop palettes. And you're going to hear me say probably a lot this year that if a makeup brand no longer makes an eyeshadow that's as good as a $12 eyeshadow from ColourPop, I'm not really going to be a fan of that like eyeshadow anymore, because to me, there's no reason why ColourPop, who sells $12 eyeshadow palettes, should be better than some palettes that are like $50. You know what I'm saying? I can understand like ColourPop like reduces their price a lot for them to be affordable, but you get my drift. This one is the Ablaze eyeshadow palette by Smashbox. This, of course, has your browns, your oranges, and another brown and a red. So basically, what these palettes are to do is they're basically set up in, like, there's a line here. So this is for an eyeshadow look, and this is for an eyeshadow look. And then this is an eyeshadow look, and this is an eyeshadow look. But I never really used them like this. This one was more of my favorite out of all of them. But like I said before, I have these colors and they pay off a lot better in my ColourPop palettes that I recently just got from the Dream Big vault. So I like these more, and it's just, they're no longer doing it for me for pigment. I also had to like use them a lot to try to get pigment, and like I said, this is the year where I really only want to spend my money on stuff that's actually going to give me the payoff that I want. So the next item here is this Tarte palette. Now this, I would say, was probably one of my first, like this was a gift to me from my mom for my 19th birthday. That's when I really got into makeup, I believe. I believe it was my 19th birthday. It was my first birthday in this house. So, yeah, I was 19 because I was 18 in my old house and we moved here when I was in college. But this is what it looks like. This is the Make Believe in Yourself palette. This palette is super gorgeous because of the shimmery shades that are in it, but it only comes with one matte, which is what I don't like. But this one is going to my mama. She wants it because she loves it, and I'll also be able to use it if it's in her side of the collection. I just gotta go walk across the house to get it. But anyway, so that's why this one's just getting rid of. I just don't really use this anymore. I have other shades that are shimmery, and to me, I want more than one matte to make like a look, and it's sometimes frustrating when you gotta get more than one palette. So there's that one. The next one's from Tarte as well. I have a lot of Tarte palettes, just to let you guys know. So we're just gonna start off with, this is the Graveyard Girl Swamp Queen. This is also going to my mom. But this is gorgeous one. I love the mirror. I love that it says believe in yourself, love yourself, and embrace your individuality. I love that. Of course, you can see that this has been a little bit used. My mom used this one a lot, so that's why it's going to her, because she used it more than I did. I never really did use it or play with it, but she did. And to me, if I'm no longer going to be using a palette, I don't want it to just sit and waste in my makeup drawer. Like, I want to give it to somebody who is going to use it. That way it's going to get appreciative and get used and touched. So the next item is from Laura Lee. I'm getting rid of all my Laura Lee products minus her lippies and her highlighters, because her palette, I used the Nude Patootie in my past video last week, I believe it was, and it, to me, just wasn't doing what I wanted it to do anymore. I have better palettes for it, honestly. Like, my ColourPop ones are amazing. I just got a neutrals. I got the Bare Necessities from ColourPop that I have in my drawer, and what's it called? Go Coconuts one, I believe it is. So you guys will be seeing a video on that one for Sunday, but I just really use those palettes more. Like, I'm telling you, I'm becoming into like a freaking ColourPop addict, and I am not sponsored by them. I just love them so much that they're literally just amazing. So anyway, this is the Laura Lee. This is the Party Animal palette. Now, I use this to do some shades, but honestly, for this palette, for me, reason why I'm not gonna really keep it anymore is because the Jawbreaker palette by Jeffree has the like same exact shades almost, and they're a lot better, honestly, because it's Jeffree. But like, these aren't horrible, but Jeffree's are just like that slightly different. They're just a little better. That's literally just it. But I love the idea that like she was like one of the first beauty gurus to come out with like smaller pan sizes, and I really did like that for like easy to travel palettes. I did like that. I also love this packaging. I think that is sick and really cool. But because of the Jawbreaker palette of me owning it, I will not be keeping this one, because there's no point in me keeping one if I'm going to be using a different palette to get the color payoff that I want. And now that I'm talking about Laura Lee, also going to be getting rid of the Sleigh Bell one. This is what she looks like. She is, what the heck? I'm sorry, my phone keeps going off. She's super gorgeous. I really do like her. I just no longer go for her. Like I said, if I'm no longer going for a palette, I'm not really going to keep it, because that's not fair for to keep it in my collection and not give it to somebody who's going to love and cherish it and use it all the time. And that's what I want to do, is give these palettes to someone who's going to love and cherish them. I have a bunch that I'm giving to my grandma, and she's going to be so freaking excited, because she always told me, she was like, I always tell her like, oh, I'm giving like my cousins or like my aunts some of my makeup. And my grandma was like, well, if you're getting rid of any of the eyeshadows, like, give me some, because I want some. I was like, okay. Didn't think I would be doing it anytime soon, and then like a week later, I went through my eyeshadow drawers. So I'm like, oh. I was like, Grandma, you're going to be getting some. So this is why Sleigh Bell's going. It's just, I don't really touch it anymore, and it needs to go to a home that someone's going to use it. We're not about wasting products over here. The next one by Laura Lee is Boss Babe. This is what she looks like. Your typical neutral nudes. I just have a lot of neutral nudes palette, honestly. I loved using it. It was very beautiful. Like I said, I just have a lot of neutrals, and my ColourPop ones literally slay the game, and then whatever neutrals Jeffrey has in his palette slay the game. And then, of course, Anastasia Beverly Hills, I have the whole sultry palette, so, like, that doesn't really need to be... I have nudes. I have nude eyeshadows and neutral eyeshadows up the galore, and I don't really touch this one anymore, so she needs a new home, where she's going to be loved and cherished and used. And then lastly, I don't know why my phone keeps going off. Ugh. Lastly is the Nudie Patootie by Laura Lee. Now this, I love this. I love that this is my second one of this, by the way. That's why it looks a little bit cleaner. My second one of this one. I kind of dropped my first one, so, and broke. I dropped it on my birthday 2 years ago. The one that I originally had. Dropped it on my birthday 2 years ago, and it was Jaybird that broke. But I got this one not 2 years ago. So, finally replaced it. Used it for my look for school, and I was like, you know what? It's not horrible. It's still really good, because Laura Lee's got really good eyeshadows. It's still really good. It's just not something that I want to keep. It's not up to my standards for an eyeshadow. So this is going to find a new home where it's going to get used and loved, because I want it to get used and loved. I'm literally going to say that about a lot of things. That I don't have a lot of reasons why I'm getting rid of them. It's just, it also justifies it in my head as well. Next we have this, and I did not purchase this one or the next palette over here because they came in my Ipsy Glam bag. So yes, I purchased them, but I didn't buy them for the full price. That's what I mean. So this is the balm. This is the in the balm of your hand Greatest Hits Volume 2 palette. Now, if you know me, you would know that I tried, when my channel first came out, I tried some of the balm products, and they were not here for me. So the fact that I got this in my Ipsy bag, I kept it in my collection just to see if I liked it, but never touched it. I used one shade once, and that was Matte Russo, which is this shade right here, and I never touched it since. So this is going to go to a home that wants love and attention, like I said. What's cool about this, though, is it has your eyeshadows down here, and this is like, could be an eyeshadow, but also could be, nope, this is a luminizing powder. This is the Mary Lou Minizer, so this is the aka luminizing powder, and then you have your blushes here and a bronzer. I have yet to use this bronzer. I've never used it, but I had another sample one, and I never really used it either. I got rid of it before I could. So, just not in my cards to keep this. I'm not a fan of the balm. I don't know why. So many people are a fan of them, but me, I'm like, I don't really care for them. Next product is by Nomad. I think this is the Berlin Underground. I think it's supposed to be Underground, but it's not. This was from Ipsy as well. It still has its packaging on it. This is what it looks like. I'm just not going to use a palette like this. I'm not. The shades are also kind of weird because they're kind of like, two of them are Game of Thrones reference, but like one's like The Wall, which I know there was the Berlin Wall, but like when this came out and I got it was literally a couple months after the last season of Game of Thrones, so I was kind of like, it's a little weird, but I know it's about the Berlin Wall, and one shade's called Hansa, and there's a character in Game of Thrones called Sansa. So that was the one that I found the most, like, the weirdest, but I'm not really going to use this. I don't get the color story of this. I really don't. So I haven't touched it, and it's from Ipsy. Because you never know what you're going to get in your Ipsy Glam bags, so those are those palettes. Now, I have holiday palettes that are from Tarte that I'm going to be getting rid of as well. These are the ones that I'm having my grandma look at, and she's going to love them. So we have this Tarte one. First off, this packaging sucks to store. So whoever made this at Tarte, I don't know what you did, but whoever decided to make a freaking octagon, not it. So, of course, on this side, you have the blushes, the bronzer, and the highlighter. Oh, no, that's the side that opens. And then this side, I took out all that stuff because I used it. Then you got the shadows inside of it. I was not really the biggest fan of the shadows, to be honest. like, not up to my par. They're not regular Tarte ones from their, like, actual palettes, which is weird. But gave it a try. Wasn't a big fan. Also, don't really get the color story. It's kind of all over the place. Just a little bit. For my opinion, it's just a little bit all over the place. That's all I really got to say about this one. This is going to my grandma, so she's going to be excited about that. And then this next one, another Tarte one. You open one side. Here you go. You open this side, and it has, okay. You open one side, and it has the bronzer, highlighter, blush, the typical shebang. And then you have the palette on the inside over here. And this one's more of your neutrals and has some of your grays in it. If you can see it, I'll hold it a little bit closer like this. Honestly, just for some reason, wasn't really doing it for me. Haven't really used it. I haven't used it probably at all. Maybe a little bit. Like I said, a waste being in my makeup collection. I'm not giving it to someone else who is going to use it. And then this one is the pineapple one. This is the left side clockwise. I don't know what that means. But obviously on this side, you have your blushes, your highlighter, and your bronzer. What is this lighting doing? And then you have your eyeshadows all right down here as well. And it has this protector. Just haven't really gone for it. Like I said, I don't know why, but for some reason, Tarte's holiday palettes are a little bit different than their actual palettes, and I don't know why they're a little bit different than their holiday palette. Like, their holiday palettes are different from their actual palettes. I really don't know. That's a question I would really like to know and ask Tarte. So here's the last palette we got. This is another Tarte one. This does not have a name. This had a side that had stuff in it for like eyeliner and stuff, and then of course you have your highlighter, your two bronzers, and your two blushes. And then here is the eyeshadow right here. Barely touched. Just, it needs a home that's going to touch it. Also, just don't really use it, like I said. And to me, their palettes just, their big palettes like this just do not, they do not compare to their other ones. And that's all I actually have to say about why I'm getting rid of the Tarte ones, is that they don't compare to their other ones for like my standard of an eyeshadow. So that's why these are going. But my grandma's gonna love them. She's gonna be obsessed with them, and she doesn't really have eyeshadow at all, and she's trying to get into doing, like, getting more makeup stuff. So she'll love it. I know she will. And then I know my friend's gonna love the palettes I'm gonna give her, and then and then my mom's gonna love the one she got, and then the ones I have left over, probably ask my cousin if she wants. The whole ordeal. So I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Sunday's video is going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be testing out one of my ColourPop palettes. I still don't know yet if it's going to be the Bare Necessities or Go Cocoa Nuts one. So you'll have to just wait and see on Sunday to see which one that one goes on. Sunday videos I try to get on at 10 a.m. And if you don't see them on at 10 a.m. Pacific, why do I say Pacific Standard Time? Because I'm used to launches in California. Oh my goodness. At 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And if you don't see it at 10 a.m., then it'll be at 5 p.m. on Sundays, Wednesday, and Friday. My videos go live at 4 o'clock. I figured that's a perfect time. For some reason, it just seems like my videos have been doing a little bit better. Also, check my last video that just went live. That was me doing a full face of first impressions. You'll really enjoy it because as you can tell, I'm getting more comfortable in front of the camera, even though I've been doing this for 3 years now. 3 years now I've had my channel, and that's literally insane. So I might do a video about that. That'd probably be fun. So these are the eyeshadow palettes that I am decluttering. Let me know if you want to see more decluttering videos down in the comment section down below. Please let me know. I'm not a mind reader. I can't read your mind. Let me know in the comment section down below. I love talking to you guys. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe and join the fam. And I'll see you guys in our next video. Bye, guys.